Hellraisers don't waste any time.
They can still go with a Dundee Storm in the mid lane.
Even a Quap is... Quap's probably...
Quap is...
You don't like Quap versus Sniper?
It's okay. It's not wonderful just because it's hard to harass. Yeah, I think you need a 600 range hero. I think Lina actually does pretty... It does okay, but it's kind of depends on what kind of pressure you expect from Hellraisers. If you expect them to gank the mid lane, then Quap's a much better choice. If you think it's going to go uncontested, then you can go with Alina. But yeah, give up Sniper. I'm not sure which one art style wanted. I guess he was probably okay with either.
Yeah. Look at the Queen. So get some protection from some of those early ganks potentially if Hellraisers picked up something like an Earthshaker or whatever it may be. And as for Na'Vi, Queen of Pain, yeah, you said kind of can struggle to harass the Sniper with the range, but if you ever get an advantageous position or get a good block off, you can blink just into the Sniper and force him to stand his ground and fight, or just go down to the Shadow Strike as he runs away.
It's a very confident opener from Na'Vi.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we can shut down a Sniper. Chen will put out some pressure, and the Sniper will be underfarmed. That's what art style has in mind. I would say, just because you don't give a team Sniper unless you have a very good game plan in mind, or you just like losing.
Yeah. We're finally seeing a team look to protect their mid lane against the Chen now. Or at least I assume so with this Earthshaker pick. Because so far, all the teams who verse outsells Chen have just let their mid lane get destroyed by it. So maybe finally, we'll see.
It's not even a matter of hero choice. It's just a matter of being there.
Yeah.
They have Witch Doctor. They had Vengeful Spirit the other game. I mean, they can go for something like a Crystal Maiden, which is also pretty good versus Chen creeps, but it's not going to matter if the hero's not physically sitting there in the lane or doesn't have a TP. And that's one thing that Hellraisers has severely been lacking, is just early response to movements and prediction to what Navi's going to do. They did a very good job of predicting Empire's Roshans, but their laning phase and the laning movements and smokes just has not been top-notch.
Yeah. You know what? I think the other reason, something to be said for Na'Vi and how they've been all on the same page, communicating well, acting well as a team, is they're on boot camp together. I mean, not the fact that they are boot camp, but just being in the same room makes communication a lot easier.
Hey, for old Na'Vi, boot camping would be like, oh my gosh, they're playing Dota together?
Well, old boot camp was they're at the same location, but they're playing Hearthstone and playing other games. So they're actually at the boot camp and playing Dota. Whoa.
Unheard of.
But compared to the other teams, like most of the other teams here, like Empire, are just all playing from their own location. Same for your Virtus Pro teams. One of the first teams at the moment to kind of get ahead of the game with the boot camp, with a lot of big events going on at the moment. Red Bull Battlegrounds, among others. So
Clockwork would have been really good. That's one of the go-tos for a sniper counter and Earthshaker. It's just a 2-in-1 whammy. HR had their bases covered.
So we'll see what the other alternative may be here. Nyx, I think, is still good. I mean, as far as roaming around, getting those good initiations off and catching out some of
Nyx
these
is good for a sniper. You just sit in the shrapnel and just stun him. You can't avoid it. And shrapnel is just like so far range. It's not like you shrapnel and then BKB. He's not that kind of hero, right? So but still, it's difficult to actually get to the sniper.
Yep. If we move into a Venge,
swap the sniper in.
Wow.
Swap
with his range?
Swap the shaker in and get dunked.
Oh, that's to say, like 700 swap range. Sniper's attack range is longer. Earthshaker is sitting way back. I feel like this may be even like a Venge into... They'll get some kind of physical damage core, like a Drow or a Jug here maybe.
It could also just be a deny pick, and it's like if they want to kill Sniper, they won't have that safety net.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they need some more physical damage, I would say, or else Venge is not that great of a pick.
Yeah. Maybe now is where we see the Venge Drow.
Yeah, but Sniper, I would say, is actually decent versus
I think so, too. I think Jug is maybe even like you get like a Blink Jug build, like, not first, but later on down the track, we'd see occasionally Jugs by Blink Dagger.
I think Jug would be good for Na'Vi here, and it's pretty decent versus both of those heroes. So, HR, what do they go for? They lack damage, I would say.
Well, Dazzle doesn't help there, but it does give them some defensive capabilities against physical damage lineup. Magnus for Na'Vi is likely your Funnic hero for the offlane, and definitely suggests that Havas will be playing some kind of a melee carry that can benefit from this Empower. Jug being the big one that comes to mind, but definitely. PA is a possibility.
Yeah, PA is also decent.
Lycan, while not an Empower type hero, he's also good against Sniper, though. I feel like with the Shapeshift, he's one of the better carries to have against Sniper.
PL's decent, too.
I haven't seen a PL with Empower. That sounds pretty nasty, though.
I think PL is just good versus Sniper in general, because he has very poor AoE, and he has Phantom Rush to get rid of, or to just walk through that shrapnel.
Yeah, I feel like there's enough melee carries. You don't mind that Hellraisers can ban. They may ban out the Jug, and Jug was your first choice, but there's good alternatives that can come out for Na'Vi. So Hellraisers add on to their team fight, get the Phoenix. The Fire Spirit's going to be good against whichever kind of carry you end up with for her Vost. May force out a BKB and just gives
Unless
that
it's
big team
Meepo.
fight. Unless it's Meepo.
Don't forget the Meepo.
You kind of, I guess you can empower 2 to 3 Meepos at a time. How many empowers can you have up at once?
3.
Okay.
I think it's what, 12-second cooldown? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at the wrong spell. 12-second cooldown. There we go. 40-second duration. So you can have, for a moment, you can have 4. You can empower 4 Meepos at once. And Na'Vi going to ban out some additional team fight. The Faceless Void, there was an earlier game today, the opening game where Hellraisers kind of picked a Void into a game they probably shouldn't have picked a Void.
This game I think it would have been pretty good. It's good cover for the Phoenix Egg.
Yeah.
And good cover for Sniper.
Right now they've got the Earthshaker Fissure. I mean, that's about it for protecting the Phoenix Egg. Sniper Shrapnel may slow down some heroes trying to attack it. And there's your Jug ban. No surprises about the Jug ban, and Na'Vi probably almost expected that and were already planning alternatives. Anti-Mage comes up. Okay, this looks like a pretty good Anti-Mage game. There's nothing really to pressure him. Hellraisers can't really push and end the game early.
It's the old Cleave, the Cleave brothers.
Oh boy. I mean, if Havos is just going to have a free time in that safe lane, I imagine. Phoenix not the funnest here to lane against. Venge will have a
It's not
work
that
cut
bad
out.
as Anti-Mage. You can burn his mana.
Yep, that's true. So we'll see Hellraiser's last pick coming out. They need a carry of their own, and they see this Anti-Mage. What do you go towards?
That's a tough one. I think a lot of the popular ones wouldn't do well. Jug's banned out, Troll's banned out. I don't think PL works well. Naga doesn't work well. Dusa doesn't work well. PA would be decent. But I think they
Like
would
a big late, like a Morph or a Spectre work at all?
Morph would work really well. I think Morph is actually probably the best. Spectre I don't like versus Anti-Mage. I think Morphling is by far the best option that we've mentioned.
Okay. A good PA. So get the evasion coming into play, but
PA is... It depends on when you want to take the fight against an Anti-Mage. The Phantom Assassin, she has the benefits of having pure damage and physical damage, the two types of damage that Anti-Mage is weak to. But at the same time, her HP pool is really low, so Queen of Pain just blows her up with the ultimate, and that is really rough. On top of that, Anti-Mage, he's going to be farming, and he's going to have a lot of items, which means that he can pick and choose from his item selection and opt for MKB instead of a Basher, and often wreck the Phantom Assassin.
there was a while when Anti-Mages were popular that teams started picking PA as a counter. I remember talking to Black from Vici Gaming now on Team Tinkering. It's like, you just learned that you have to go MKB as like your 3rd or 4th item on Anti-Mage. It's like your Battle Fury Manta, and then get MKB, or BKB then MKB. And then PA gets crushed once you have MKB.
Yeah, BKB, MKB is just so good versus their lineup right now, especially if they can keep Sniper underfarmed.
And Havos on Anti-Mage does go BKB more than a lot. He prefers to fight rather than go for that heavy split push style Anti-Mage that some Anti-Mages go for. So we'll see what the plan's going to be here. Na'Vi lead.
That Arts really likes PA. He plays that a lot.
Okay. He's got some pretty spiffy little PA items geared up right now. Definitely liking his kit right now. Well, we're going to introduce things here. On the Radiant side, Na'Vi lead 1-0. Looking to secure the CIS slot for the Red Bull Battlegrounds Dota 2. Going to be having Funnick in the offlane on the Magnus. Towards the mid lane, Siniko going to be on the support Vengeful Spirit. Dendi going to be going mid on the Queen of Pain. Artstyle on the Chen, and that leaves Havost on the Anti-Mage. You can hardly see him with this little Anti-Mage set of his. And on the Dire side, it's going to be Team Hellraisers. They've had a good run through the lower bracket, but Na'Vi looking to end it here. Goddamn going to be playing the support. Dazzle, Phoenix in the hands of Gorietz. Artez playing the Phantom Assassin. Affinage on the Sniper, and Dread on the Earthshaker. Will be a core Earthshaker, the Phoenix, looking to be in a support role. And this looks like a potential offensive tri-lane from Hellraisers.
That's bold.
I feel like they may have just looked at this and been like, do we even have a way of like preventing Anti-Mage from free farming and then just controlling this game? And the best answer they maybe came up with was this offensive tri-lane.
They have the potential to get just destroyed by Chen. Unless they get their good ward set up.
Coming in now for that. Looks like this bottom bounty rune. Dendi trying to contest it, trying to get the block in. Who's going to get it? Dendi does not. PA does. Artez getting low on HP. This may be your first blood. Siniko has thrown us on already. The first blood goes the way of your Queen of Pain. counter kill on your Veg. Dendy's used Shadow Strike though. He hasn't got to blink out. He could be in some trouble. The dive slow as well. The second kill go in the way of Hellraisers. 2-for-1 trade. Bounty Room picked up by your whatchamacallit, your PA. So PA got that one and TP back bottom, and I guess slightly Hellraiser's favored engagement. One Bounty Room piece, maybe even, I mean, Dendy got first blood, so almost even, I guess, in the end.
Yeah, almost even. It
Bottom
kind of
lane.
sucks that he had to steal Shadow Strike.
Oh, Havos gets a kill. Too aggressive coming out from your Phoenix, and Havos, blink on cooldown, needs to be a bit careful, but this is constant aggression. This is your CIS Dota. This is what we signed up for here.
So, solo Magnus versus Earthshaker. Not something that you expect to see in this patch.
No, probably not.
And
Probably
level
not.
1 Empower from Magnus. A very classic build coming out versus melee heroes, but at the same time you have Dread with his Enchant Totem trying to compete for those last hits.
Oh man, he's saying no problem. I got the same thing coming out from my side as well.
And now Funnick picks up a Magic Stick. I'd be pretty surprised if Dread didn't.
Well, here's your classic art style smoke towards somewhere. Is he going mid lane? He's probably calling Dendy. Go aggressive on him, force him back with a Shadow Strike.
Probably waiting for level 3. They want one more creep.
One more creep. Is he? Nope, doesn't look like he is going to wait. Dendy goes in, still has the blink available. Here comes your clap. Oh, cancels it once. Should be able to get the hit. There we go. Kill onto Alpha Ninja. Dendy gets the last hit and everything.
Is it going to be a sim? Oh, wait, he's not. He's going to casually salve him?
He's got a bottle. So, oh, he's got the money for a bottle. And yeah, he probably will salve him. There we go.
Art style with the massive support. If it's not a test of fate, it's going to be a salve.
You know, one of the things it did feel like with the previous Na'Vi roster,
We see Phoenix and Ben duking it out.
dive available. Goriot's maybe forced to use that defensively. Gets down towards the bounty room. We'll be able to get out.
Value dive.
It did feel like, I mean, one of the key points around Na'Vi was that Dendy has not been as dominant in the mid lane as far as like just general stats goes compared to some of the other mid lanes, but it feels like the old Na'Vi team under just Go Black and Vangscore would put a lot more effort in zoning out and protecting Havos. This is the first time we're seeing attention around
Oh,
Dendy.
Dendy blinked in. That's risky.
He's winning the man fight for now. No more shrapnels.
Remember when Puppy played with Dendy? Puppy always used to gank mid, like all the time for Dendy.
It seemed like they kind of stopped doing that around the Go Black and Vangscore era.
Yeah,
Like games were being won off of like Havos's carrying performance, and it seemed like Dendy was not really performing that well. But a lot of it came down to him just being left alone to do his own thing.
And another TP. Dendy
Wow.
pops a T.
So aggressive with these ganks. The stun comes out. There is a great, but Alpha Ninja's going to die to the Shadow Strike. They may get 2 kills off of this. Goddamn's trying to salve up. There's your kill from your Queen of Pain. It's 2. Going Dendy's way with a DD rune. Oh my golly gosh.
Well, we talked about them getting a TP for Hellraisers, but that's not the time nor the place to TP in.
Sometimes you just gotta let him die. And now he's taking over the Dire jungle, so Artstar will have easy access back into the mid lane. Problem is he found a Wild Wing, which isn't your ideal creep, but with a Shadow Strike and Tornado Slow, it's still pretty potent.
Art style will make it work.
Yes, if anyone will, it's Artstar. Who's being pinged out. I think he actually went down the ramp and got revealed. Or Alpha Ninja just knows he's in his jungle.
Sniper needs to buy more than 1 TP. He needs to do... Was it him playing the Storm? He needs to do what the Storm was doing and just buy 2 TP scrolls. And if he doesn't get a stunner or an eder, he can TP out. And that somewhat...
That's a lot of money on that. A lot of money just to stay alive.
Well, it's better than dying.
Yeah. I fully agree, but only marginally. Dread, going for a 2 points in Aftershock build so far.
Wow, 3 Empower, no shot.
Whoa. Even goes Quelling Blade. This is some Funnick Dota right here.
What?
We'll see Saniko battling it out with Goriot's here. Dive's already been used.
Oh, the skewer onto Dread.
This right click damage. No way he gets the game.
That's a crazy build. I don't. I think I've only seen like jungle Magnus.
So I guess at level 7 you can just go and empower your anti-mage to like farm jungle camps or something.
Yeah, but you can level up a lot faster.
Is Havos just gonna rush a Vlad's and like not even go Battle Fury? I'm not sure what we're gonna see here, but this looks. Funnick's been he's been on that art style, whatever art style's been on, and he's taken some himself. They're going for more ganks. Art style just constantly in the mid lane. Denies his creep, just deny any money from the Hellraisers camp. Here comes in your Dazzle, and Art style every now and then gets maybe a bit too aggressive, but it's going to be the Dazzle in over his head a bit. Queen of Pain is there. The Grave going to delay things here. The dive comes out, and goddamn, TP's home. Shadow Strike damage not going to be enough with the Fountain Heal.
They finally protect the sniper.
Whoa, meanwhile, Venge shows up. Magnus gets a kill. That's your RP being used. Earthshaker goes down.
I'm still baffled by this no shockwave build.
As much as, and I feel like even then when Go Black, I keep saying Go Black, when Artstyle dies, it still forced a lot of rotations from Hellraisers. Opened up space at bottom lane for Havos to get some good farm. Well, to get some farm. He has not got good farm.
PA is #1 in last hits, so it looks like this
Yeah.
offensive tri-lane is working out. But it will come at the cost of Phoenix's levels, as well as Dazzle's money. He has a lot of TPs, but no boots as of yet on old Dazzle.
I'm not seeing Havos just keep getting pounded away at. He's got a lot of Magic Stick chatters, forcing him even into a Ring of Regen build. And
Yeah, he can go Ring of Regen, Ring of Health build.
yeah.
You do what you need to do to stay alive in lane and farm.
Okay, let's see what the next move from the Na'Vi camp is going to be. Still no points in Shockwave from your Magnus. He's got the max in power, and it's really not that much damage as far as how much, because it's 50%. Yeah, early game 50% is not that much when you don't actually have that much base damage.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Dread gets from half a cast of enchant.
Just not being, he has the bottle and everything. Dread moving forward, trying to man up here. The skewer back, there's a DD rune and everything. Venge not going to get the stun off in time. Echo Slam, and down goes Funnick. Well executed gank, and Sneeko will even be forced to TP himself back home.
Nice anticipation from Hellraisers. Now they're moving around a lot better. The supports have come up with 2 big kills and 2 big saves on top of those. And now they've finally set up a ward in the mid lane to protect the sniper, and he can start on his path to recovery. And looking at the CS, he only has 8 CS right now compared to Quap's 23, but at least he has somewhat stemmed the bleeding.
Making up for things to some extent here. The Earthshaker at top now with that big kill on the Magnus, who was starting to get some momentum, helps things out as well. So Dendy will blink back defensively. He's got all 4 of those kills going the way of Dendy as well, which gives him a bit of a big gold boost and keeps him on par with the Phantom Assassin in terms of net worth, as Artez is leading the CS.
Oh, look at the Sentry Ward in mid. It's barely out of range of that Observer Ward.
Oh. Well, this is the common spot to put that Observer Ward, so I guess expecting the Observer Ward to be like on that hill on the high ground. See what Artstyle's next. Normally after he gets that kind of early momentum for Dendy, once he gets stopped with his ganks, this is where he might maybe farms up his mech for the team, but still lingering around this mid lane. We'll drop a sentry, ward the sentry, but not take out the Observer Ward.
And PA, so much CS. 48 last hits.
This is a PA who's going to come to fights, it feels like, as well. Phase, Bracer, has level 7. This is not a hero that's just going to sit back and look to keep on farming. Wants to make sure that Havos doesn't have a free farm lane by all means, but if action heats up near a tower, there could be early rotations. And that may happen just down the bottom lane. The action comes in. Dendy turns around. Sonic Wave is there and catches your PA by surprise. Goriets will get the TP out.
That's why they don't mind.
Available.
That's why they don't mind the PA farming. It's just because Quap will just destroy her. Like, what's his HP pool right now? Maybe like 600.
Dread at top. Doesn't have an Echo Slam. That's your level 1 Shockwave. Artstyle trying to go into this one, but the shrapnel from your sniper has a second one as well with a fissure, and Funnick in trouble. Assassinate there if needed, and he will go for it. Accepts his fate.
Very nice catch up for Alpha Ninja now. 4-2, almost rivaling Dendy's record. That's some very nice kills for him. Spends all his gold, early game items, treads Aquila.
Yep. Standard stuff coming out from your sniper, and he needs just the basic tanky items to be able to catch up pretty well here.
Oh, actually, P has a lot of HP. 910. My goodness.
Bracer and Aquila. I think she just picked up the Aquila on Reef. Did she have the Aquila before when she died?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think that was a new pickup. No one this time, but we'll see where things look to head from here. Anti-Mage treads up for now, picks up a Quelling Blade, so...
It's really important that Phoenix gets his levels too. When you're in a tri-lane like that, your level 6 can come at like 17 minutes if you're really unlucky, but looks like he's well on his way to level 6. 5.5 right now, leeching in the mid lane.
Just a support Phoenix too, so you're kind of not even expecting that level 6 at quite the same time as a regular Phoenix. But for Dread, he's come down towards bottom lane. And this is actually not a bad hero to have contesting the Anti-Mage farm. His Aftershock hits can hurt the Anti-Mage quite badly if Anti-Mage tries to come into farm. It looks like Havos may go for a first item Vlad's, by the way. Just as some get the Vlad's, which is cheaper than the Battle Fury, empower him, and then he can farm some jungle stacks. Ancient's also stacked up as well.
He might just skip Battle Fury if he gets empowered all game.
It's possible. It means you can't really split push on your own, but I mean, it's not a terrible option by any means.
I mean, he might need a slot for MKB later is why.
Yeah.
Right, so you have Vlad's, Treads, TP, MKB, Manta, Butterfly or something.
For now, he's not finding many places to farm. His entire jungle being claimed by his teammates for the most part, but
yeah, they have good ancient stacks, so
I don't think, can he farm it now? I guess the Chen creeps can tank. He's gonna go for it. Okay.
stack one more time.
Oh, he just wants to, I guess, create a little window for the creeps to tank up. And yeah, there we go. Havol's gonna get to work. They'll even suicide some of the Chen creeps for this.
Well, Max Empowered is definitely useful for this.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't expect them to be able to clear ancient stacks this fast.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. There we go. Gets his Vlad's completed off of that. Will be sent back home and everything. So this is where they're gonna look to help secure Havos late game. But they need more stacks. This is just, I mean, I feel like Na'Vi, the next 10 minutes of this game is just going to be efficient farming for your anti-mage. And
Farming Blink on Mag.
Yeah, even I guess Mag wants some farm to get his Blink up, but he may even just have to follow Havos around the map some.
Dread's getting a lot of farm. They've allowed so many heroes to farm this off lane for HR.
Yep.
That's really devastating.
There's still Na'Vi with a bit of an edge here as far as golden experience goes in the early game, especially after that ancient stack. They've done a good job keeping the sniper down, which is the big thing, and Affinid's still playing catch-up, and this is not a good game to be like behind on a sniper. If you're squishy, the Queen of Pain can blow you up, the Anti-Mage can blink on you, although Anti-Mage himself kind of playing from behind. But he's caught up now. He's actually up there as the second most farmed hero in the game. He's ahead of the PA after that ancient stack, considering how bad, he was like 7 CS to the PA's 30 CS during the laning stage, and suddenly he's taken over.
That's pretty impressive. And at the same time, they have killed the Phantom Assassin twice now. One very early and one just in the lane.
Yep.
Very important. And we don't see any stacks on the side of HR. I think that Sniper and PA can take it together. Although
Havos is like, if I want to find your stacks and farm them myself if possible, but he's actually going to find a little double stack here, or at least most of a double stack. Easy farm.
It's good money.
Yeah, I mean, at this point he doesn't feel safe in his own jungle, and probably rightfully so. Hellraisers have a lot of heroes down bottom.
I don't think they expected the Vlads first. I don't know if they saw it actually.
And Artez is not going to keep up in farm unless he goes for like a Battle Fury of his own at this rate.
But he can't farm the Battle Fury.
His farm is really slowed down. BA not a good flash farm at this rate.
Dread has his Blink Dagger.
Yeah. This is...
Did he steal a stack? How did he end up with 2550?
I think he got the tower at bottom lane. And, Sniper got the tower. Just farming lanes, I guess. He's what? 63 CS. He's the third highest CS in the game.
Fairly impressive.
See the Mag Queen of Pain push down this top lane. Maybe can be going the Mag's way depending on who they want to get Blink on. Here we go. So Mag going to go for the Blink Dagger. Dendy going for that BKB first. And Havos still farming it up. He needs to be careful because there's a lot of Hellraisers coming his way. And an Earthshaker with a Blink stun could bring him down. Goes for the Echo Slam, the totem to follow. Havos, one fissure, the Hand of God is there. He's going to be enough to save his life. The Assassinate will finish him off. Good play from your Sniper to channel that one, and now the Egg going to help bring down your Chen underneath the tier 1 tower, and Na'Vi can do nothing but run away. They're kind of pushing the top lane, and they do not want to defend mid.
They didn't even need a blink for that one. He just walked right into them.
That's true. I thought it was going to blink south, but the big camp had already been cleared out, so I guess he's just thinking, okay, time to farm my own jungle, and nothing really safe there for him to farm.
HR do not end up getting Funnick, though.
Ooh, Dandy has a Sonic Wave available, but Dread fairly tanky. Artez is up to 2.6k, so still about 1700 gold away if he wants to go for the Battle Fury. Well, they may just look to just 5-man and take lots of team fights, which is where maybe he goes for something more like team fight oriented like a BKB, but we'll see. For now, Magnus still probably realizing that he needs a blink and needs a blink at a fairly good timing. Whoa, Dread catches on to Funnick, totem to follow, needs some backup here. He's not getting this kill. The skewer back to the south, and Funnick gonna find himself walking into some enemy heroes here if he's not careful. Oh, he blinks past him. Funnick jukes this. It's gonna be Sanika on the Venge, who's not so lucky. He's gonna go down to the Fire Spirits of the Phoenix, but TP's coming in. Dendy in hot pursuit. There is gonna be a Magnus RP, catches out Dread. No skewer available. Dread could just blink out in a couple of seconds, and won't actually need to do so for the time being. Dandy, Shadow Strike on the Artez. Here's going to be your blink forward coming out from Havos. Dandy getting chain stunned. He's going to throw the Sonic Wave, but goes down, and no real counter kills in sight for the time being. Havos has a Mana Void ready to go. It is level 2. Can he find a good target for it? Doesn't look like it. Phoenix, not enough damage, and he goes down to the coup de grace. 4 kills go Hellraiser's way. Clear up a lot of the Chen creep army as well, and Sneeko died before that. Effectively a team wipe for Hellraisers.
They really needed vision right here. If they had vision over here where HR had, then Funnick would have been able to get a better than one-man RP. Instead, he just wastes his RP on a solo Earthshaker, and they're just unable to combo any of their spells together.
If he had a skewer, it's one thing, but there was no follow-up for his RP.
I mean, dragging an Earthshaker into you is not the best idea. You want to drag the Sniper, I would say,
Yeah.
or Dazzle.
So, Hellraiser's in a much better position. Artez goes for the Helm of the Dominator, so he's going to start looking to stack up some Ancients and secure some of his own late-game farm through other means outside of the Battle Fury.
It's a really big problem that Funnick doesn't have his Blink Dagger, and Dread has had his for, what, 5 or 6 minutes now?
Yeah, it's like an 11, 12-minute blink.
Yeah, and now he has a bottle rune, or bottled invisibility rune, so that's probably another kill now that Echo is up, especially on a high priority target, Queen of Pain, or Anti-Mage, ideally. Even Magnus is a really good target.
So Hellraisers suddenly put themselves ahead by a pretty good margin here. 4,000 gold in the lead, 4,000 experience.
Oh, now they can do Roast with the Medallion and the HOD.
Okay, looks like
And they can also steal Chen creeps.
might be the plan here. Dread is invised up towards the mid lane and gonna just go on a scouting mission, I imagine, through this Radiant side of the map. And here's a sentry or two nearby, so he's gonna be a little bit careful. Maybe even just waiting for someone to show up in this mid lane and go for a kill.
Oh, easy Roche.
Yep.
PA with level 2 blur and HOD, self-sustaining.
All right, and picked up the Mithril Hammer, so it may just be a BKB rush coming out for PA. And there's immediate re-smoke. They smoke into Roshan, and they're going to smoke out and look for some kills to see which way they look to go with this. Havos at the top lane.
Then he's looking to pop the smoke. He knows that they didn't come out of the pit with vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know. They're drawing the line.
Yeah. If they don't to go up that cliff where Dandy is, then that's really the only other way they can go. Smart play from Na'Vi, although they may still get caught out here. Sneeko, so also Havos. Got to be a bit careful here. Havos going to blink to the south here. There's a shrapnel available, but no Earthshaker chain sign. It's going to be Sneeko who goes down.
What's Sneeko doing there? They drew the lines there, and I mean, I guess maybe he wanted to save the Anti-Mage, but they could have just backed out like 10 seconds earlier. They had the knowledge.
Well, this time around, I mean, you've still got Artstar looking to farm up his mech. You support Venge on 1,100 net worth. This is going far from ideal for Na'Vi, but still, the comeback potential is there. Once Magnus gets a blink, Havos gets some farm.
Yeah, all it takes is one big RP and into like a cleaving Anti-Mage for this game to turn around. 5,000 gold for 5,000 gold lead for HR. Pretty respectable. Afro Ninja very well caught up, Aegis and Sniper in his inventory, and PA is getting there. Once she gets her BKB, it's going to be difficult to kill her.
Yep. Well, it seems like the tier 1 tower. At this point, Na'Vi just want to chip away at these towers, even if they get denied like mid lane. Just take whatever farm they can and take some of this map control away from the Hellraisers team, but more than anything, it feels like this blink on Magnus is the one big item that's severely lacking.
Yeah, I think they just need to stack up for the Magnus and sacrifice Anti-Mage's farm for the Blink Dagger.
Yeah. Anti-Mage gonna look to farm with some Ancients. Actually missed the stack, unfortunately, but still some good farm coming his way regardless. That Manta style now, not too far off, but needs to be careful where he goes to farm. The Earthshaker's gonna be the big hero to look to initiate and be able to bring him down. And Earthshaker almost has a complete Yule Scepter. Dread is filthy rich this game.
Solo Shaker, underrated.
I mean, normally the teams I've seen do the offlane Shaker, like Empire with Yoki, LGD have been doing it with Yao. This Earthshaker becomes like a full position hero despite being an offlaner. This is one of the few times where we're seeing it get a lot of farm allocation as kind of not even an offlaner this game, but as like a side lane solo. Got the 1v1 matchup and is paying dividends.
Is Magnus going to sell his stick? or wait for 20?
Let me just wait things. He can just farm the big camp when it respawns here, possibly, or back off. Wait a little bit. DD Rune coming up at the top lane, and Havos gonna smoke up. What is the play here with him and Saniko? This does not feel like... Okay, they've also got the mag with them, so... The mag potential for a kill, but this still feels super risky. They've got no real good initiation without a blink on mag, just a magic missile. These guys are crazy. There's your TPs and there's a dead Venge, I imagine. Vols can get out of this one, but I'm not sure how the Venge is planning on escaping. That was a highly ambitious gank.
Their smoke actually popped from the Phoenix, but it looked like, to them, it looked like it just got popped by the Dazzle. Still, Venge kill, not the end of the world, but I think that PA is going to outscale the anti-mage because he has a sniper on his team, or rather, Hellraiser is going to outscale Na'Vi. And Queen of Pain just not off to that red-hot mid-game that Dendi is used to.
Yeah.
Got 4 kills early, and then after that, just really cooled off.
Voss does have money for his Manta style now after this Ancient stack, so we'll be flying that one out shortly. But yeah, very reliant on the Magnus to be nearby for the Empower in these coming fights. And bottom lane, Dread is ready to go. Blink, Echo Slam at the ready. He's going to go in on Art Style. Fissure to follow. Dunks your Chen, and will he find a way out of this one? That's going to be the issue for him. Goddamn TP's in to offer some protection, and that's going to be more than enough for your Earthshaker for the time being, as space create for your top lane tier 1 tower to be acquired by the PA. Then he blinks back in with Havos, a Mana Void in on your Earthshaker. Sonic Wave gets dodged by the Yule Scepter. Dread keeps himself alive, blinks out as well. Tried to actually blink forward and go for maybe a Fissure to lock one of these heroes in place, but good plays coming out from Hellraisers.
Surprised he didn't Manta.
If he blink Manted onto Dread, could have maybe burned all his mana there. Dendi, by the way, splat.
That crit.
The Earthshaker, man, this Earthshaker is just catching everyone by surprise. But at this point, it shouldn't be a surprise.
He is just so farmed. I don't really know how they can deal with him aside from, I mean, Queen of Pain, she had a BKB, right?
Yeah, just got chain stunned. I think it was like a blink totem into just Fissure, and at the point, not even worth BK being out, and I don't think he had a chance to.
Yeah, HR has completely altered their draft to just protecting themselves from getting destroyed early game and playing safer and smarter and not giving Na'Vi kills where they're strongest, which is the early game. So, like Phoenix, very good counter ganker, Dazzle, Earthshaker, and Sniper. All these are pretty defensive heroes, and HR is playing it fantastically.
Revenge at top lane, getting once again very aggressive, looking for these ganks, but spotted out by your Dazzle and will TP home. Back to defend this bottom tier 2 tower with multiple Hellraisers heroes up top. This is potentially a tower that Na'Vi could look to hold, but doesn't seem like they have any interest. Artez still on a 10-second BKB. Affinage with a Treads SMY, but here we go. TP's coming in. Havos gonna lead the way. Bit low on mana. Doesn't have the full Mana Void plus Manta style with Blink Mana going right now.
Veil up on Phoenix. Dunks are gonna hurt.
Oh yeah. Just good deep observer vision coming out from the Hellraiser side. They've got most of the map control coming their way, but this is a smoked up Magnus with a Blink Dagger this time around.
Very slow Blink Dagger.
Considering he had a 1v1 lane, that's where you'd expect it to become come faster than normal, if anything, but it feels like the Empower build was nice to go for the Ancient stack, but if anything, he should have given up points in the skewer. Like going for like
4-4-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say 4-4-1 or 4-1-1.
He didn't at least get Shockwave, like a couple points in the Shockwave early on for the spam and the harass you can do with it.
It's just so good in lane.
The Ancient stacks are always going to be there. So even if you get even if it was like maybe a couple more levels before he had the max Empower, when he went to farm it, he was level 8 or level 9 as it was. Like when he first got level 7, he didn't immediately go help out Havos, so.
I mean, they can just both take it out with 1 Empower each, right? They don't have to have it all stacked onto the anti-mage.
Well, Hellraisers now find themselves up 10 kills, and they are being outfarmed by anti-mage, but as a whole, it's an 8,000 net worth lead going the way of the Dire team with a much better farm distribution across their core heroes. And
no big RPs yet from Funnick, and that is what can turn the game around. And pretty much the only thing that can turn the game around for Na'Vi.
Yep. And it's hard for Na'Vi to fall back on the split push, because without a Battle Fury, Havos is always reliant on the Magnus being nearby.
It's not only that, he has to be scared of this overfarm
No.
Earthshaker just dunking him and chain stunning him with a sniper or a Phantom Assassin just beating on him.
Yep. It's going to be Phoenix defending this top tier 2 tower, but here comes your Anti-Mage. Look to maybe do some damage of his own. Roshan will be respawning fairly soon, which both teams will have their eyes out on. Nendy now gets a Ghost Scepter just to try to do anything he can to stay alive against the PA and the Sniper bit. Then you've got the Earthshake to worry about. It feels like Hellraisers have most of their bases covered as far as being able to bring down these Na'Vi heroes. Oh, the blink, dunk, Dendi, caught out by your Earthshaker. Nice pick off there going Hellraiser's way. And
The BKB has just not been useful at all.
I mean, yeah, it's 10 seconds. So yeah.
Yeah, just because the Earthshaker just always gets a jump on her. So
This
that's a tough game.
it's a
Shen
well-played
Heal
game from
maybe.
Earthshaker.
Yeah, I mean, Dread. I mean, I'm surprised he got that much farm in the lane. Level 1 enchant so strong.
It was the comeback kill when the gank came his way from the the sniper, was it? He got killed by a Venge gank, and then he comes back and gets a gank coming his way for a kill, and that really turned things around for him. And now Hellraiser's going to use this advantage of theirs to take down some towers, but Na'Vi have snuck their way into Roshan. Alpha Wolf nearby. Are Hellraisers going to get here in time? This is a big risky
The
play for
chicken
Na'Vi.
was on their way there. I think they actually saw it.
no.
Dread's on his way with an invisibility
Sentry
rune.
Ward scouted him out, though. They know he's coming. Fissure gets used. He's going in on art style. Blinks out. Nice play coming in from him. Artez blinks in RP before he can BKB. They're going to pull up the PA, it looks like. Couple more right clicks needed. They'll just barely get him. Can they kill the Supernova Egg? You betcha! Na'Vi, 2 for 1 so far. They're looking to chase down Dread, and Havos with a fresh BKB will succeed. Gem on the deck as well. Oh boy, these Roshan fights have just been the make or break for these teams. Alpha Ninja going to be the last man standing. Wants Dendi, but with the Ghost Scepter, he can't get Dendi. Havos going to lose the battle, but Dendi makes up for it. Ultra kill for your Anti-Mage, but it's, well, a good fight for Na'Vi in the end. They kill off everyone, lose 3, big 4,000 gold swing.
They need that Roshan. And looking at the respawn timers, PA respawns in 20, Anti-Mage respawns in 50. And I don't think that Na'Vi can contest the Roshan unless Anti-Mage buys back. But if that happens, then HR just backs off.
It still feels okay for Na'Vi because that was going to be a Hellraiser's Roshan kind of regardless with the position they're in. So they win a huge team fight. Even if they still lose Roshan, I still think they'll be in a better position because of it. But
Did PA not use her BKB?
no, PA got hit by the RP before she could BKB and got blown up in the RP.
I don't think it was that fast.
I think Artez did have time to use it.
Well, here they go, right back into the Roshan pit. Alpha Wolf will be there for him to get the vision to blink there.
And we talked about the build on the Anti-Mates, the BKB, MKB, it's coming. He's picked up a Javelin back at base. Havos is going to be going straight into that anti-evasion item.
I think it's really important, because if they just BKB and just own the PA, even if she gets grade, she's still going to die immediately after. So.
An RP Anti-Mage will kill off PA, even if PA is BKB.
Yes.
So
that, I mean, they have to skewer her away, I think, from the Dazzle, though. I don't know. It's still difficult.
I mean, even if PA gets kept alive a little bit by the grave, it's not like PA can turn and fight. Maybe with a Satanic you could heal back up afterwards, but...
Havos BKB was pretty important, though. He needs it to deal with the Earthshaker.
Na'Vi smoked up, but didn't find too much. Hellraiser's now at bottom lane, so Na'Vi could try and just... I mean, for Havos, he just wants to farm this enemy jungle and build towards that next big item of his. As Hellraisers march down this bottom lane, they're going to start sieging high ground. I don't know if Na'Vi are aware of this just yet. They will soon become aware of it, but they got to get back.
This is so risky.
Well, they're going to see heroes now and be like, oh, guys, we got to defend. Who's going back? Who's defending? Where's the Wave of Terror? Where's any damage output? Where's the delay?
That's
Where are
a
the
free
TPs?
T3.
Havos needs to still pick his up. He's actually going for a basher, not the MKB. Correction on that one.
Oh, wow.
Not exactly.
That's bold. Maybe he just wants it right now.
Yeah. Well, Chen getting hit by that Assassinate, forced to go for an early mech here, and Artez on the front lines with an Aegis can be very, very brave with his play.
He needs Empower. There it goes.
Okay.
But he is stacking up Weave right now.
Oh, he wants to wait for that to end, but it's still got a lot of duration left on it. Assassinate continues to come out on your Chen, and there we go, Anti-Mage. Gonna just get sent back as he blinks in. And this will be, it looks like at least a range Rex going down. For Na'Vi, seems they're okay losing the range Rex, but they'll want to make a play to defend this melee Rex. They're going to blink in, skewer it into RP, only catches one. Can they bring down the Phoenix? They'll do just that. Dread with the counter Echo Slam. May not be enough. He gets low himself, and there's your Mana Void. Brings out just the Earthshaker. 2-for-2 trade so far. Artez still with Aegis BKB in hand. Will bring down the Vent to make it the 3-for-2 trade, and Hellraisers break through your bottom lane of Rex. Come one step closer to force a game 3 here in your CIS final.
Nice try on the RP skewer, but just did not connect on anybody aside from the Phoenix.
Na'Vi now in a lot of trouble.
That could have gone so much worse. If he had graved the Phoenix and then he gets the egg off, oh my goodness. So much worse. But Phantom Assassin still getting nice and huge.
Still has Aegis conveniently, so may just see another push as there were lines being drawn down the middle lane.
And then once she gets Abyssal, if anyone moves out to defend, she just owns them with Blink Strike into an Abyssal with BKB pop, and then what?
Can solo kill a lot of these heroes. That Chen just looked like paper in that last fight. Assassinates would cut away at 2/3 of the HP. They see Ninja with a Radiant Observer Ward here. They go in looking for a bash, not going to find it. Havos beat Mantis. Now he gets the bash, but in trouble. Egg comes out from your Phoenix, and the defensive Grave also there. Just to be on the safe side as Dendi blinks the hell out of there. Not too bad. Hellraiser's just happy to keep this sniper alive, protect him for now.
Kind of forces Hellraisers to 5-man a little bit more, but I mean, Navi's already down in Rex. They're grasping for straws here.
Yeah, I mean, they don't get the kill, but I guess they buy time for the Aegis to expire, which is only, I'm seeing on under 2 minutes now, so by the time the sniper heals up, rejoins his team, maybe too late to go for another high ground push.
Well, looks like they may be going for it, and Funnick is kind of in position to go for a pretty slick RP if they want to defend this T2. It's unexpected. I think they need a smoke, though. It's kind of all in at this point.
It looks like... I don't know if you want to defend this tier 2 tower. It seems like they're elsewhere trying to just farm these next couple of items, and I mean, Havos will have buyback money, but as to how much that can do, he may just go for the tier 1 backdoor here at bottom lane.
They have to defend this. 2 racks is too much.
I fully agree. I don't think that Anti-Mage alone will not be able to outcarry a PA and Sniper. Not with the team fight they have around this Earthshaker. And well, they get the high ground vision with the Observer Ward, and Artez still with a decent duration on this Aegis. Still has about a minute left on it. Can just high ground Sieges. Still just chipping away, and the Sniper can just auto attack from afar. There's your Assassinate once again onto your Chen. Gets him low before the fight even begins. Feels like they need to smoke the Magnus and try and go in from behind, but right now no smokes available. There's your blink onto the high ground. Dendi almost gets taken out by the insta bash from Artez. Swap gets used, and Dendi's got to heal up. Artez blinks in once more. Art styles the target. He just wants to use this Aegis, and no one wants to fight him. He says, come on guys, come at me. Nobody? Come on, anybody? Somebody want to fight a PA? Doesn't look like it.
Havos in the back uses Manta to try and stop the Earthshaker's blink, but he is still very healthy in terms of mana.
Aegis expires now, so that's a good news here. We'll see some BKBs using the front lines here. That's Dendi forced to use his defensively as Artez. There we go, blink, RP, catches out 3. Where's Dread with the Echo Slam? Sonic Wave, Mana Void. The combo comes into play. Can Havos do it with a BKB? It looks possible. Brings down Dread. That's 3 dead. Make it 4 with the Sniper. Only a Phoenix left standing. Na'Vi. They're doing it. They're holding on to this top lane of Rex. Havos has a blink available. Chases after Gorietz, and with a bash, he's going to lock him in place. Dendi follows up an Anti-Mage with a double kill. What a hold. Great initiation. Fantastic RP from Funnick.
And nice patience from Na'Vi, just waiting until that PA Aegis expires, and being so patient in that. And I mean, our style kind of sacrifices life, but it saved their
He's
Rex.
a Chen, so
yeah.
At this point, if that's what it's going to take to win a fight, you're more than happy probably to do so.
So if HR gets the next Aegis, can they certainly take the last Rex or the second Rex? I think so.
That was the big problem with that fight. They lost that Aegis high ground siege capabilities.
Now she's going a tank build with Satanic, so she doesn't die in RP.
He's good. As long as you get the Grave on you, and even if you get RP'd, you get Graved, and then you can just Satanic back up.
So they have to get the Dazzle?
Feeling more and more like that. Maybe that's going to be more like the Queen of Pain or the Anti-Mage's job to just blink Abyssal, kill the Dazzle, while the Magnus goes for the big RP Sonic Wave combo. Still, feels like it's going to be hard to kill off this PA without the Anti-Mage coming into play.
He's almost maxed.
Anti-Mage, yeah.
One more slot.
Surely it's an MKB. I guess he can replace the Vlads too, but...
Yeah, I think MKB is the best tier.
MKB Butterfly also going to be handy as far as having evasion against a PA, but...
Yeah, I think they just need to pop people ASAP during the RP. Best way to win the fight. And HR pushing without the Aegis. I don't think they should continue past the T2.
Yeah.
The T2 is fairly safe.
Seems like a T2 only kind of play. Artez just spreading out so that there's not any potential for a multiple hero RP, and we'll take the tower last hit.
They have to be really careful though. PA can, if she's too far out by her lonesome, she can just get skewered into the team. They really need a scythe though. Queen of Pain actually has it. So if they blink skewer into a scythe, they can just pop her with a BKB. So that's also another option.
And that's where if you get that skewer, there's a good chance Dazzle won't be in range for a grave.
Yes, that's the most important part.
Well, there's your scythe.
See, now he might not need an MKB because they have the scythe.
That's true.
So it's debatable as to what item he should get next. Definitely he should save her buyback. That is the most important.
Okay. Well, just going to continue farming. Roshan respawn.
Praying
we'll
for the
find out
8-minute spawn, and it's an 11. Okay, here they go. HR kind of poised to push one more time. However, their smoke's about to wear off. Just about 10 seconds time.
I didn't really accomplish too much with that smoke there. I think they used it and then quickly realized we don't really want to make a move out on the map. Oh, Na'Vi still just camping out this Roshan, really hoping for that fast respawn.
Dazzle's heading over there by himself, probably dropping a weave inside the pit.
That's the problem. At some point, Na'Vi missing for so long, you just have to check this out. But no Roshan up.
Anti-Mage gets solo weaved. His invis will expire, but he's still sitting there.
They really need that high ground ward, Na'Vi, but it doesn't look like any wards are available. They sentry it anyway, so Hellraiser's on point there.
Well, they know that they're there. They just don't know exactly where. They need a sick RP. And look at the Phantom Assassin hiding way in the back.
Well, Na'Vi really want to fight. The fact that they're positioned this aggressively with Havos, he's got BKB ready, the Queen of Pain Scythe of Ice, which has not been scouted out yet by Hellraisers, I believe. Although a Dire Ward near the Roshan pit may do so soon. Do Na'Vi go for the jump? The shrapnel into the pit.
Too risky. Now that the war, it's pretty likely that they've set up vision. Oh, another smoke, wrap around.
Oh, and Na'Vi going to be in the position to deal with this one. They're backing off to some extent.
They have an observer ward, but it looks like Magnus is going to pop it.
Oh, Dendy also, he's below. He pops out Alpha Ninja and Dread Smoke. Oh, they're not seeing anything. They ping out where Dendy was. Meanwhile, Funnick in a great position from RP. Actually blinks to the right side. They're looking to cut their losses. Again, Chen, the sacrificial lamb. Saniko in the mid lane may just want to TP out.
That's his gem.
He could okay, Assassinate will cancel any potential TP, and yeah, that's not going to work. But
And
good news is, Roche has not respawned yet.
40 seconds left.
Na'Vi going to have some time to push out these lanes. Dendy making...
Oh, Avo Ninja gets abyssaled in the mid lane, and he's far away from anyone.
No Mana Void in time, and Alpha Ninja may actually
Where's
survive
the
this one.
BKB? Oh my goodness, he could have BKB and ulted him. That would have been so big.
Or even just ultied him really. Goriax now gets hexed up. This is going to be a dead Phoenix. Not the biggest kill, but there's your RP on two, including on Artez. Havos in this cleaving through, hitting Artez with the cleave damage, but now he's going to fight him head on. He's doing so fairly successfully. Satanic gets popped, just going to kite him around. He needs to blink in after. No life still available, and Artez likely to go down, but he gets the crit on Dendy. That saves his life. The GG crit, the Echo Slap to the south. It's going to be enough. Havos is dead as well. Oh, that crit from Artez couldn't not have come at a better time. Na'Vi did so well to kite him around during the Satanic, but
well,
enough.
A lot of mistakes there. Firstly, no Mana Void from Anti-Mage. Secondly, no Ghost Scepter pop from Queen of Pain. Actually, her BKB might have been popped, but that was so close. They had to kill the Dazzle, I'd say, and if Dazzle weren't in that position, they would have just lost that fight miserably and lost a Roche. Good job, goddamn.
Well, this Roche area has been the sign for many a death. Second time we've seen two Paradox Memorials here for Dendy dying to this PA, and Well, speaking of PA, will be the new owner of a brand new shiny Aegis.
Man, that was such a good place for them to fight too. They have this very nice ward to pick off people in this area, and it was so close to being a Na'Vi fight.
That's where if he has that MKB, at the same time, if he didn't have the Abyssal, it would not have been so good, so.
Yeah.
He just had a little bit more farm. The MKB would have allowed him to bring down the PA.
He needed to ult. Like, even just ult at half HP if you don't rely on the bash. Because he has so much mana. He went Scotty build, so he's 1,500 mana. You likely burn, what, maybe 600, 800 of it by the time the Abyssal's up. He also doesn't have evasion. I don't know if Sniper wants to go a butterfly. 2 birds with 1 stone for the MKB. However, HR, they need to breach high ground. Actually, they just need to kill the racks with this Aegis, and then they can feel pretty comfortable until the next one.
Na'Vi are going to have some buybacks on their side.
Do they have smokes?
Anti-Mage and Magnus. I don't believe... I think that was their problem last time when there was a high ground push, is that they didn't have any smokes.
Well,
no
at
smokes on this Radiant
this
side.
point, PA has an Abyssal, so if they don't go in with smokes, then they can just die.
They really need that, like, blink skewer away. Even with the Aegis, I still feel like they need to go in the PA with a blink skewer and just pull her really far out of position if possible. Instead, they're going to go for a split push. Havos down the mid lane.
Well, they can't now that she has Aegis.
Are they going to be forced back? Havos may just go for the base trade here, and he is kind of leading the race so far. He's going to get to the high ground
They should
first.
trade. They can't trade. Oh, wait, is he
That's
TPing back?
just Queen of Pain.
That's Dundee.
Oh, Havos is. No, they are TPing back to fight. They want to make sure they take HR head on here. Assassinate comes out again onto your poor Chen.
They're not even fighting. Why did they come back?
The Weave offensively used. He's going to blink in. Tries to go on the Phoenix, but no luck. Holds onto the Abyssal Blade. Mimo on the backlines. Artez getting focused down on. They've still got RP for him. Possibly.
He used Satanic and BKB.
There's a blink RP. Are they going to go for the solo one? They hex him up on respawn. No grave in sight. Down goes Artez. This Supernova's not going to cut it. They're focusing down the egg. If anything, blink. Echo from Dread kills off 2 though. Immediate buyback from your Anti-Mage. Dread going to be forced back with your Anti-Mage buyback. Blink, RP, oh, only caught 1. Was looking for your Dazzle, did not find it. And so Vol's going to blink in. Can he get the right click? Nope, not in time. Sniper now. Looking to go in on a Vost as the Manta-style illusions now come out and will be unleashed, but Sniper's going to turn and fight. The blink forward from your Anti-Mage onto your Dazzle. Finally, we see him going Dazzle, but Earthshaker's there, ready to fight. Mana Void not enough. That's a dieback from a Vost. Hellraisers in great position. They march back. They may have lost their PA, but it's the Sniper dishing out the damage, and GG is called. We're going to a Game 3 decider here in the Red Bull Battlegrounds.
Yeah, just a couple of misfires from Na'Vi there. They wanted to catch the RP in a buyback into Anti-Mage, but I don't think his TP scroll had cooled down from when he had TP back the first time. And then, of course, those 2 missed kills in the mid. One on the Sniper who escaped maybe 100 HP, and then the Phantom Assassin who Satanic their way back up, and of course that crit on Dundee.
Ended up being a very close game towards some of those last couple of fights. I mean, some of those Roshan fights really deciding the outcome there, and Game 3 decider.
Yeah, a couple good RPs to keep him in the game.
We talked about coming in a very open-ended series. You don't really know what to expect with Na'Vi with the new roster. Hellraisers, we've hardly seen much of them over the last couple months, and
Afro Ninja's a really good comeback player in the mid.
yes.
It seems like he just constantly gets shut down and always manages to claw his way back and have some ridiculous farm.
Well, that's, as said, we're going to a Game 3 decider. You guys are watching the Red Bull Battlegrounds Dota 2. Be sure to head on over to the website, redbullbattlegrounds.com. You can follow all the action there, as well as check out the bundles and tickets available around the event. There's a Dota 2 ticket standalone or with 2 sets bundled together. But more importantly, if you're in the US, if you're in LA, San Francisco, California,